Hello everyone. We're gonna let Heather get finished up. Oh my gosh, guys, it's still daylight outside. Can you believe it? I'll grab me a quick drink here. Get a few things set up. Ready to go. We want to be ready for when Heather is finished. We'll give her a couple of minutes to finish, but they need to have time to get me shared in. And so we're letting Heather get finished up, and then I will go live and we will get me shared into the different groups. There is a crafting coop with Ollie is watching. Thank you, Ollie, for getting me shared in. I'm letting Heather, I got Heather over here on my computer, and so I'm kind of watching her. She's finishing up a little bit here. While we do that, I'm going to take and come in. We are going to be taking on a new name. We are going to be the Hen House and Bloom Company, and that name will be taking effect now. And we are doing bees, butterflies, and blooms tonight, or any portion of that. And so I am going to do mine on just a little bit of that. We started the day off with Becca, and she did the Pink Butterfly by Becca. Then we had DK's Designs with Debbie, the Rustic Sunflower Daisy by Kelly, Lori's Resilient Crafting, Truly Trisha's Designs. We have a Trisha, we have a Patricia, we have a Tish, and a Trish. So we got the T's a-going here. But anyway, we're doing good. And we add Terry in there too, because she's got Orchid Lime Designs. And then we have Moments with Celeste, Creations by J&J Joyce, Coffee and Crafting by Mona Lee, Tea's Crafting Ranch by Terry. There's another T. We got the T's going. I'll tell you, we got the T's going, ladies. Creating with Love and Grace with Heather, who is just finishing up. I see she's just saying goodbye, so it's my turn. So we will take and pull me up over here on the laptop as well. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, guys. The comments have been weird on the computers today. I was watching somebody and comments just didn't go nowhere. So I will be having my tablet, and I have my computer, and I have my phone. And hopefully, but my phone is far enough. There's Jackie. I can see Jackie coming in. And somebody was just before her, but I didn't see. We're going to get me going here. There's me. So hopefully I can catch up on those comments. We got Ollie and Diane is in here. Welcome in, Diane from Florida. And Jackie is from Florida. And so we'll get me shared in and going here. I got it coming up over on the laptop. There's my clock. There's my clock telling me it's time to get going. So isn't this a beautiful flyer tonight? I just love all the flowers and stuff. That's just such a pretty spring picture. I loved it. So we are going to do ours with bees. My project is going to be with bees. I'm going to use one of these Dollar Tree boards. And it's the same on both sides. It doesn't matter which side I use. It's the same. But these boards were longer. And like they had a butterfly or different things up there. Well, mine's not going to have that because I went and I cut them off so that I can use it as, it's more of a shelf leaner. Or you can hang it up. You can put tags up here on the top, whichever way we decide to do. So my project is going to be a little bit of decoupage, a little bit of stenciling. So welcome in. Let's see who else has jumped on. There's Ann Thompson. Welcome in. There's Joyce. Thanks for getting me shared in too. Great, Joyce, because I know you're working on. There's Trisha with Faded Fence. See, I told you we have a Trisha, a Tish, a Patricia, Terry, all kinds of T's. All kinds of T's. So we keep us going. And there's Deborah McCloskey coming in. Where are you from, Deborah? I've seen you on a couple of lives recently, but I'm not quite sure where you're from. So if you would share with us that, we would appreciate it because we love to know where people are from. We are going to Mod Podge this picture on here, and I'm going to take and show you a way that I take and get her. I don't want it to have a smooth edge, and I just dropped it. I got it started out of there, and then it just kept going. I have these little ruler sets. I got these off of Amazon, and they have different edges on them. This one's a straight edge. This one's got different edges. Come in a set. These all came in a set. They've got different edges the way you want to take and tear them off. You can use any one of them. I never grab the same one twice. I'm always grabbing one separate, whichever one I end up getting. But they're very handy for taking and sharing pictures, for tearing them, for how you want to do your decoupage. And I just dropped one on the floor. Must have a hole in the bag or I completely missed it. So anyway, we are going to do this picture. And it's got the honey in the jars. That's what we're going to put down here. So we're going to take and put this on here. Now I'm going to take and do this the easy way. I'm going to get my water out. And just any brush will do. You don't have to have anything fancy. None of this takes fancy work. But I'm going to take and use this edge here to take and tear it. Now, the other secret is if you tear down, then if you're trying to keep from having the white paper show, it works really good. So I'm going to take and get my water, and I'm going to put it down here at the bottom, so that when I tear this, and if I pull this back just a little bit, when I tear this down, I won't get any white. I will get all on the bottom of it. See how it went to the picture itself without taking and getting the white, because I tore it down. And that's just a little thing. If you tear it up, you'll get the white paper showing more, and we didn't want that on this project. So that's why I do it the way I'm doing it. And just a little tip. We all like to teach tips and tricks. And where I'm tearing it on my glass, and if I pull up, I'll show you the difference. Just because it shouldn't matter on this one because of it being so light. Yeah, see how you're seeing more of the white lines at the top than you do at the bottom? And that's because the edge of the paper, and if you take and spread it out, it will usually pull that back out, but you have to work at it harder. The other way is easier. Now the sides of that I'm not going to use because we'll just sand off the edges, because we will sand and put some trim colors on the sides, might even paint it, but I want this to be about right there because we are going to use a stencil. And I'm going to put Sweet as Honey up here in a way. And then we're going to put some honeycombs down here at the bottom like it's in a honeycomb. So that's what our project is about tonight. Bees. I'm going to put the lid back on here. See who else has jumped in now. We've got Allison's Accent and Decor. She's from Alabama. I am from Nebraska. Guys. There's DK's Designs with Amy. Sarah Rikus, welcome in. You're new to my page. Welcome in. Tell us where you're from. We love to know where people are from. We love to have new people. Minnesota, okay. I see that now. You answered my question before. There's Siobhan. Welcome in, Siobhan. I think I say that right. I hope so. I try. I'm going to get my gator sander out. So we will decoupage this picture. And this is getting down at the very, very bottom of my jar. I have another jar, but I swear I'm not opening it till I get this one done. Anybody else do that? It's like, I'm not opening until I do. Because if I do, then I will have 2 jars open and waste it. And we're all about not wasting. All about reusing, repurposing in my family. I'm a big thrifter. I love to thrift and repurpose stuff. Just like this board, I'm repurposing it. It used to be for, I can't remember if it was Valentine's or if it was Labor Day, but this board had other stuff on it, and like I said, I just take and do what I want to do with it. Cut that top off. My nose is itching. You guys must be talking about me. Quit doing that. We are going to put this about right here. sure I got it going straight, not crooked. And then even my tools, guys, are reused, repurposed. I picked this up at a thrift store, and it's one of the handiest little tools because it helps you get them air bubbles out of your pictures. It's a briar, they call them, but it works really good for getting those air bubbles out. I use that a lot. You've watched me a couple times, Sarah. Well, I'm glad you're back. Sometimes it's really bad. It's not us crafters that do it. It's FB. We don't always get to see everybody in the comments. And then when we go back, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't remember seeing them. And I don't like it, but it is the way, it is our way that we have to do it. So we deal with it. All of us have to deal with it. And I just like to make sure all my air bubbles out. And that's what the briar helps you do. Just keep those out of there. So, has everybody got good weather today? We had 83 degrees here today. It was beautiful. Especially once the wind died down. Then it got really nice. Then it was really nice. We've had so much wind. But our firefighters are finally getting a hold on some of our fires. So that's a good thing. We still have fires. We're not out of the woods. For those that don't know, Nebraska has been in a very high fire danger right now. We've had a lot of fires, including my aunt's house up by Hyannis. And I'm just taking my gator and cutting the ends, tearing that off. Then I will come back and do those ends. So that's what we have so far, guys. And it looks like, oh wait, one way, okay. But that's what we got so far with our jars of honey. So I'm done with the decoupage. And I could have painted this, but I kind of like the color of it. It's not a sky, but it's just kind of a good background color for this project. So I left it alone and did not paint it. Oh, come on. There we go. So now, in order to get this Home Sweet Home on here, I got these off of Amazon. They're really a cute set, like this one is Sweet as Honey. Then I got the honeycombs, and you can turn them any direction that you want, so that's kind of nice. The queen bee. I have the big bee with the queen hat. This was a whole set, and I got them off of Amazon. There's all kinds of different bees that we can put on there. We'll see if we use them. Let's see, bee smile on that one. This one is bee honey. And this is just flowers with some bees, which you can use those. And then this one is Be Mine. So, I'm definitely going to use this first one. And I'm not going to put it straight, because if you put it this way, as you can see, it won't fit. So we're going to angle it, which is fine. But I don't want to get it too far up there, because we'll put a small bow up there. Small bow, I said. We shall see. Tisha's not very good on small ones. But I try. I try. So we're going to use Gravel Road by Dixie. It's a dark color. I didn't want to go black because of this color that I'm putting it on. It's going to be dark enough. And then I'm going to use a sponge. You can use a brush. You can use a sponge. The biggest secret is to not take an overload. Drop that one. Not to overload your brush or your sponge. You want to offload as much as you can. It only takes a little bit. So that's what we're going to do with this. Get it set up here. And I want to keep that bee like he is and as, so that this all fits. So we're just going to come along. And that's not going to work back there. Get it over here where I can reach it. And you can take and tape these down, which probably would be Tisha's smart thing to do, but oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it so it don't move around. We got the tape right here. Just makes it easier from it moving. And we're not doing the sweet part right now. So I'm just going to tape right there where the sweet word is. That will help hold it in place. Because I want to do the bee and as honey. And that will hold it in place. And I'm not going to do this back here. Why are you not going on my... I might have to use the brush. Grab my brush, guys. It's not going to go down far enough. We'll just use our small brush. There we go. I'll make sure I don't get those bottom because I don't want to get that flower on there. And just kind of swirl it to make sure we get it all. And I'm still going to offload it so we don't get too much going at one time. And the nice part about doing boards, guys, if it doesn't come out the way you want, you can always repaint it. You can always fix a mistake. We want to do the as. Who all did we get in here now? We want to welcome you in, Sarah, and we're glad you've stopped in. We appreciate new people. People to share with, because that's what we do, is share around here. We love helping other crafters. If you're interested in doing your own lives, there's always chances that we can get you in. Just let the ladies know. Make sure I got it all. And as I take this up, I can kind of see where I got it and where I didn't get it. Okay, and I can see that my as, right there on the as, so I will dry that, and I can always come back and touch up a little spot in there. Anything's fixable. Anything is fixable. I want to put this on. Let's put that over there for a minute. Because I don't want to get this on the rest of it. I'm going to go ahead and take my tape off. And just be real careful so you don't pull it apart. They're pretty good, even from Amazon. You know, we have Essential Stencils. We have the Stencil Smith. There's so many places you can get stencils from, guys. So don't feel that you have to get it from one place. I've gotten them from several. Now I'm just going to kind of wipe this off so we don't get it all over my board, because it did smear in a couple spots, which is okay. I can touch that up. We can touch it up. We're basically getting this off so we don't get it in other areas. And I will do the back as well, because as you can see, it gets on the back side too. And then that's where I would be in trouble by getting it on other parts of the board. And that's what I don't want. We love having new friends, don't we? You are horrible at lives. My service is horrible. I live in a hole so my service is iffy, but love supporting all my crafting friends. You know what? We have a lot of people that have issues, Sarah, and we work through it. We work through it together. That's just how we do it. And sometimes it just depends on the day for any of us. I've had days where the wind would cause me issues, so I totally can relate to that. Okay, clean this up. Bring our board back over. Okay, so you can see what we've got so far. And if you look, the Y has got some smearing right there. You can go in with I call them a wispet. That's what they're called. It's not me calling it that. But they're little wispets. They look like a Q-tip, but they have a really big point on them. And I can go in there with water and just kind of touch up those letters. So anything is fixable. It just depends. We can fix it. And that's what we try to teach you as well. We don't do everything perfect. I don't. I'm a far cry from it. I am a far cry from it. Now I want to take and dry this real quick so we know we don't smear it. You see it's still wet in places. But you can take and clean up those letters by using one of those wispets. You can use a paper towel and a knife. There's all different ways you can fix it. Okay, I'm not getting any paint on my hands. So that's a good thing. Okay, now I'm going to do sweet as I'm going to get down here as close as I can. I don't have to worry about the word as because that's already on there. And part of the S and part of the T is going to go off, and that's okay. That is totally okay. And I'm not going to put that on there. And I can tape it right down to my board to help hold in place. So again, we will take and just get some of our, that didn't work, did it? We had to use the brush. But you can always go back over your areas to make it darker. So you don't have to take and do it all at one time. I'm trying to make sure I don't get that B. I'm trying to be very careful right there. I'm just swishing it up to get just that T. Good job there. The rest of it should be pretty simple. So we had nice weather. Now we are finally talking that we could have maybe a ½ an inch of rain this week. And gosh knows we need it. We've had 3½ inches of rain, or of snow for the winter. That's all the moisture we've had. Us, along with a lot of different people, are all fighting this drought. They showed a map of the whole United States, and it's a shame how bad our country is right here for rain. Make sure I get that all. And I just want to pull it up. And then I'm going to stick that back over there while we clean this off real quick. If you clean them off real quick, they're a lot easier to clean. And it doesn't take that long, especially if it's wet. So by doing that, you're just making it easier for you in the long run. You can always clean it up the rest of the way afterwards. But if you can go ahead and wipe it down on your lives, because most of us have plenty of time. I hope we don't run out of space anyway. I'm just going to flip that over, get the main part of it, and then I'll take it over to the sink and really wash it up good. But this will get most of it off. So who else did we have come join us? We got Faded Fans from Trisha, Deborah McCloskey, right? When you support, let's see, I must have missed something. Okay, some pages block me because I don't have a crafting page. Oh no, that should not happen at all, Sarah. You should not have anybody blocking you. That's not right. Nothing's perfect. You're right. Well, you will not be blocked on my page. I don't block nobody. Well, I shouldn't say that. I will do the trolls. If I get a troll, I will block them. So I shouldn't say that, but I don't block people because they don't have a page. The more want to come and watch and have fun with us, the more we like it. That's just how we do things here. That's just how we do things, sweetie. Okay, and I'm going to put that lid back on because Tisha's known to spill. And let's get this one dry and see where we want to go from here. And I will show you how to fix some of those letters as we go here. I love bees, but bees love me. I do not like bees that way. Real ones, I love to decorate with them. I love to make scenes with them, but I do not like bees. When I was a little kid, they got in my clothes and stung me. I was on an old swing set, and as I swung, it was creaking. Well, there was a nest in that bar across the top. Well, they come attacking me and got my clothes, went in the house. My dad had to strip my clothes off of me because they were inside my clothes. And I'm not joking. If we are in a room, and you can ask my husband, there can be 25 people in that room, and if a bee's going to land on somebody, it's going to be me. It will be me. We had a family reunion one time, and he didn't believe me until we were at that family reunion, and a bunch of us were sitting outside, and this bee comes whopping around, and he's gone like he's going away, and all of a sudden he comes back and lands right on my leg. Sure enough, my leg. That's just the way it works. There's Tammy. Come on in, Tammy. Haven't got to see you today. I have not got to be on everybody's lives today. I was trying to catch up on a few of them, but I had to work today, and that's another thing. We don't expect you to watch everybody. Nobody can watch everybody. It just don't work that way because we have jobs, we have lives outside of here, and we understand that. There's my wax. I want to take and get out my wax. So I have it ready to go because I will probably take and make this dark on the sides, or I may take and, my one that has my comb, there it is. So I thought about, you could take and put the bee down here at the bottom, like this one's in one of the, let's see if I did it right there. I kind of like that. Or do I want it just on the edge and not put the bee in it? Then I don't get much of it. I may need to turn it. And then I get that one. Maybe I need to just go and put some of the comb down here and see what we like after that. Let's do that. And we'll get a bee down here. A bee coming here. Bee right here. That will take it up into that. I like that idea. I like that idea. Can I? Because I'm sweet like honey. Oh, Tammy, you are so kind. I don't need to be that sweet. I'm sorry, but I don't like them things. I'm terrified of them. This is no joke, guys. Like I said, if a bee's going to find somebody, it's going to be me. I was driving down the road one day, and I had my daughter, or my son in the car, and all of a sudden, I had one of them little boogers, and he thought he was coming after me, And I hurried up and I pulled over to the side of the road, got my son out of his car seat, and stood there and waved a car down to come get that wasp out of the car. I said, I can't put my son in there because there's a wasp in there. I don't like them. I'm scared to death of them. And I will run from them. I've been stung, I bet you, 25 times. And that's not an exaggeration. That is the God's truth. Because they like me. I went to my aunt and uncle's anniversary one time on a farm. All of his kids are out playing and they attacked me. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. We're just going to make this feed into our print. And you can pounce, you can do circles, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Being this print is like this, I'm just kind of pouncing to keep it down without moving. And if it moves a little bit, that's okay, because I don't have to be perfect. Do you know of any honeycombs that you've seen that are perfect? I don't. So we're not going to worry about it being perfect. We're going to worry about it being fun and cute. That's what we're after. So I will be the last crafter tonight for this event. There will be an event on Wednesday. I'm not sure the theme. Maybe one of you ladies, the moderators, can put in what the theme is for Wednesday. I don't remember because I'm not in it. But maybe you can put in there what the next theme of the next one will be. But I am the last crafter for tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in and following us, liking our pages, sprinkling us out there so that others can see what we do. We can't thank you enough for those little extras that you guys do. We appreciate it more than you guys know, because that's how our pages grow. Our pages grow by having you guys follow us. Having you guys like our pages. Having you guys come back in and craft on our pages. Because that helps us grow too. Don't be doing that. Don't be moving. I almost slid that completely over, guys. Not what we want. So I have it in the comments, the pages' names for you guys to follow. So you can go in there and follow those pages. You can click on the links and those will take you to the pages for you to follow us. Oh, that must be halfway. Yep. My clock gives me notices every 15 minutes, so I kind of know where I'm at. Everybody loves my clock. Okay. Now we're going to move that paint out of the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey there, guys. I'm going to go ahead and set that down. So that's what we got so far. Looking like the honeycomb sitting on top of the comb there. Gonna blend in. Go ahead and do like what we did. Real quick. I'm gonna get, being this is the last one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do real good a little bit here on top. The rest I can put in between a couple wet rags, and that will keep it wet enough for when I get completely done. And these are made out of a mylar material. They work really good. So, if anybody's interested in stenciling, just remember to take and do the smaller areas. Okay, and I want to wrap this in a wet one. So that it'll keep it wet until I can go over and clean it up. That will keep it moist enough so that get rid of this. And don't throw your sponges away, guys. When you get these sponges, take your scissors. We're all about reusing and repurposing. Just take and cut that end off, and you can use that sponge again. I put it right back in my container and reuse it. Works wonders. Okay, let's get a few of these things out of the way. This will go over and clean up. I'll get as much as I can. Put my lid on this one. So if you got any questions, make sure and put them in the comments. I will go back afterwards to take and answer those. So has everybody got Easter plans? Are you staying home? Your Canada friends can send me a list of stuff I can't send there. You're from Oregon? You miss the old clock reminders? We have them around here. We have several around here. I have a grandfather clock. I have, see the crafting coop. Whimsical Fairies and Jars or Crafter's Choice on Wednesday. Okay, I wasn't sure what it was. It's just my husband and I. Our daughter lives in Oklahoma. And the last time we were going to head down there, decided it was going to snow. So we didn't get to go. My daughter just had, her daughter was a junior in high school, and they just had prom down there. And my baby granddaughter's not such a baby no more. She's a junior, and I'll tell you what, she sure looked pretty in her dress. She sure looked pretty in her dress. They get to looking so growed up. Too quick. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little brush, and whenever you use it, you should wipe it out. I know I used it and didn't, so I'm gonna get most of my old stuff out of there. These are reusable. I'm going to use, my nose is itching, guys, dark sealing wax. And I'm going to go around my edges because I don't do anything new very often. It's usually a craft that's going to be grunged up just because that's what I like to do. And if you get too much, you can come back with your finger. Just wipe it around and it blends it right in. See how that bottom looks? I just kind of darken it so you don't see it being so dark blue. And then I can just kind of go across the top. And I want to do these sides because I don't want them white. We want to take and darken them up. Again, at the top of the paper. The bottom of the paper didn't show so much because that's where we have the stencil. We covered it up. But we don't want our picture to be bright white. We're just going to kind of come along. And like I said, I come along with my fingers, and I do a lot of finger painting, so to speak. We're going to get this top. And all we're doing is dirtying it up because, let's face it, if it was out in the country, it would not be clean. What we got. And I'm just going to kind of dirty it up across. Okay, and then we're going to make a bow. And I have a whole box here different bee bows. I love to make bows, guys, so we got to figure out which ones. That's more of a faded in because we don't want any bright yellow. Let's see what else we got. That's a bright yellow. Let's take and put some of this black together with this. I think that will be good together. Or maybe even one of these. We'll put that in the back. And I use a Bodabra for making my bows. I better turn my glue tool on. I wished I would have. Get scissors. I dropped them. I put my string in the middle. And with this, being that it's so bright yellow, we don't want it so yellow, we're going to take this brush and we're just going to kind of dirty up some of our bow here because I don't want it bright yellow. So we're just going to kind of dirty it up a little bit so it's not. That will keep it from being so bright. I'm going to put this in the very back. Put it about there. And I'm going to dovetail my ends. This end is going to be in the back of everything. I'm thinking I want to grab my burlap and put a little burlap with it, guys. Let me grab it right over here to the side. Put just a little piece of burlap in there. So we're going to put this in, because we want this just in the back. And then this one, we're not going to make this a great big bow, guys. Tisha's not going to. Ha ha. I can make small bows, right, gals? I can do it. Here comes the bows. Well, this one's, we're going to try to keep to a minimum. I don't want it to take away from our picture, but yet, we're going to have a bow. Okay. Like that. Okay, now I think I will do this one. I'm basically going to do like a survivor bow, but because I don't want this bright white, I want this to be toned down, we're going to do the same thing we did with that other one, except we didn't need to dump it on the floor. Did not mean to do that. And I'm thinking about right there. And then we will take and go like that and push it down to make it a small bow. So I'm going to go ahead and dovetail the ends. And to dovetail, you always take that fold is where your point's going to be, so that you end up like that. Don't do like I did the other day, and I done it backwards, and I sat right there and said, don't do that, and I did it. But the fold is where you want your point. Those are little enough, I won't save them. But sometimes I save ribbons. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in here. It's basically going to be like a survivor bow, because it's not going to be very big. We want to keep our print down. To get these to where my bees are showing. Trying to pull the one through. There we go. Now, there we go. And then, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it. The more I looked at it, the more I don't mind it being that way. This one, I have a smaller one. Right. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use that one. I think we're going to use this black one. I think we'll use this black one for in the front. Again, I'm going to dovetail the end. You will see me live this week. I have it on my page. I'm doing several events this week. I'm live on my page tomorrow night. I'm live on my page on Thursday night. Thursday night, I'm doing a live sale. I have it posted on my page for you guys to see. I'm doing some very, very, very vintage lace that you just don't come across very often. I was lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. Of course, I was thrifting again. I will be doing a live sale with some very vintage lace. So if you're a junk journal person, or you like to put lace in your projects like denim and lace or burlap and lace, you definitely want to be at my sale on Thursday. I will have prizes to give away as well. Okay, now I do a different bow tie to tie these up than a lot of people. I do what they call a surgeon knot. Let me see if I can do it on this side. I take it under once, then I take it under twice, and then, if I don't lose it, then I pull it down. That will hold your bow tighter so that you can take and pull it out and then rearrange it the way you need to. And it doesn't explode on you. So now I can just pull these strings to make it tight. And then you can take, don't get it too tight to where you can't move your ribbons. You want to make sure you leave it loose enough that you can move those ribbons around. Yeah, I did get my time. We got 8:46. We got 14 minutes. We're getting close. I still got some things I want to add to this. So, like that. Not real big, just you can take and pull those out and fluff them up. And if you were to get this from somebody with wired ribbon, you can always stand those wired ribbons back up once you get it, if they get smashed down. So that's what we got for a bow. Not too bad, not too big. Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side. Here in the corner. And then we may end up trimming it or tacking it. We might end up just tacking it. Set up a minute. Then we got a honeycomb Jill to put in the middle. Hold this up in just a minute to get these ribbons where I want them. That one to flip over while that's drying. There we go. Take and kind of tack this one up here just to kind of help it stay in place and not come hanging down. Same thing with this one. Don't stick my finger in that. I think I'm going to trim this one back just a little bit more. That way we can see some of that. I will put just a little piece of glue. Whoop. There, right there. And we're just tacking the end of that down so we can still see it. And then, well, that's drying. I don't know which of these I'm going to like them best. What? Let's see. I'll put him up here. Put him more in the middle. Do we like the more orange ones? Or I have more yellow ones. Let me put some of them out there and I will hold it up and you guys tell me which ones you like best. And maybe we just want a combination. I will hold this up to the screen so you can see it a little better. Do we want the combination or do we want the same ones? Do we want to mix them up a little bit? Which way you guys think looks best? The oranger ones? Hi, Emily. Come on in. There's Laura. Come on in. You love my jar of goodies? Always got something pull out my sleeve. Which way should we go? Mix? You like the mix of them? You love the mix or both? Okay, mix. Okay, everybody likes the mix. So now, we'll take it and leave those out there and see which way we want to do it. And then, I don't know if I want, I'm thinking, because it's jars of honey, of having one of these on it. Well, they got one right there though. Guess I could put it on this side. I don't know if I like that or not. I think I'm going to leave it off. We got the one up on top. So we're going to just add these in here. They don't take much glue. And when you guys are buying cupcakes for your grands, don't be afraid to buy the bee ones. Take and get the little pieces off the top, the little rings. I've used those many a times. I'm serious. They work great for crafts. Ladybugs, any of those little boogers are fun. Just to mix up the little sizes is all I'm doing. Because bees don't come in the same size. I know that for a fact. Some are bigger and scarier than others. This one, I think I'm going to put him right up there. On the side of the jar. Like he landed on the side of the jar of honey. And then, here we go. So our theme again for tonight was bees, butterflies, and blooms, themed or crafter's choice. So mine is all on bees. The thing I don't like the most, and I love to decorate with them. As you can tell with my jar of goodies. They have lots of little bee stuff. And I didn't get it all out. I just got out what I thought would look cute on this one. I want to thank Ollie and let's see, I gotta remember because we have new admins. I have Renee Gannon is one of our admins, and we have, I think I want to turn him this way. before he gets dry. Yeah. We have Magic Rustic Designs with Renee Gannon, Shop Paradise Creations with Karen, and then we have Ollie with Rooster Ridge Sunflower Company. Okay, guys, there is my little bumblebee craft for tonight. All spring-like. Did I make it in time? 8:54. We did it, guys. We did it. So simple to do. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see. What would we say with Lynn? Good evening. I got my other package today. I already have it hanging in my bedroom. So pretty. Now, which one is that? The big box? I know that's not the big box, because it don't get there till tomorrow. And then I forgot to put something in, so it's coming in a separate envelope. And I come across it today, and I didn't even realize it was sitting on my table. So I will be sending that over to you, Lynn. She blessed us with, we did a benefit last week for one of our crafters. She's a follower, and this is how important followers are to us. So you guys know, and we don't get to do this all the time, but sometimes we can. And it just fell into place. But we had one follower that was hit with a tornado, and it wiped out pretty much the whole side of their house. And we did a benefit to help her out. We do that once in a while when we can. And so we had done a benefit last week for her, and I guess it's maybe 2 weeks ago. Anyway, we did benefits for them, and that's what we do for crafters sometimes, even our followers if we can. So we appreciate each and every one of you guys. I thank you for coming in and watching me. I'm going to set this down. I want to tell you that I love each and every one of you guys. You guys mean so much to me. I hit 4.5K followers last week on my event Saturday, and I just could not do any of this without you guys. And so I want you guys to know how much I totally appreciate each and every one of you guys coming to our page, and I'll get in tears again. But I do. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming and watching us, following us, learning from us. You guys teach us things because you guys give us ideas. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. I can't thank you enough. And Ollie will have her event again on Wednesday. Like I said, I will be on my page again tomorrow night. So if you want to catch me again, you'll see I'm on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And so you can catch me over there. Otherwise, I'm going to let you go for the day. We appreciate it. Bees, butterflies, and blooms. And there's been lots of different amazing crafts done today. So if you can, go over and catch some of those that you might have missed. I know I'm going to. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, Ollie and Renee and Karen. And I will catch you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. Good night. One more time. Sweet as honey. Because that's what you guys are. Sweet as honey. Thank you.